Virginia mom.
So this is what happens at the fire station when they declared a snowstorm that really didn't happen. You have bunches of people around being prepared and ready. There's some snow. There's not too much snow. There's some snow out here. It's not nearly what they thought. They thought we were gonna have like 4 or 5 inches by now, and we've got this on the ground. So it's really not a big deal, but got a bunch of antsy people here, ready to rock, ready to go, and nothing really to do. So we'll see how this night turns out. All right, guys, so you saw that. It was a bunch of people ready to go downstairs. So far, nothing's really happening. It's about 1 o'clock in the morning. That was only about half an hour ago. I'm finally gonna try to get down and get some sleep, back to the fire station for the first time since the baby was born, and it happens to be this blizzard that we're having in DC. Luckily, this one was not as crazy as they expected, so that's good, because I'm supposed to be working from home tomorrow, but unlike most jobs where I work is a place where if it snows, most people would get the day off. Like the government's gonna shut down probably tomorrow anyway, even though it's not really doesn't look like it's gonna be that bad. And people either get to work from home or they don't have to work at all. In a hospital setting, on the other hand, you have to get to work because you're an essential employee. You have to make sure the patients at the hospital get taken care of. So pending it doesn't snow that much, I won't have to go into work tomorrow, into the office, and I'll be able to go home and help take care of the baby during the day and still get my work done and get things accomplished. So that's good. But yeah, so we're here. There's another room at the fire station that you guys haven't seen yet. This is our current training room. It's kind of a mess for multiple reasons. I'm actually sleeping back there in the back end of our training room tonight because the shift officer's room that I usually sleep in is technically the duty officer's room, and because of the snowstorm, the duty officer had to stay actually here tonight and couldn't stay at their house down the street. So I got booted back to this room, but that's okay. This actually isn't going to be our training room for very long, though. It actually doesn't get the use that it would be the best for this room. It's also a very massive room in this department, and what they want to do is replace all the tables here with bunks on the ground like I was talking about before, so we don't have bunk beds anymore, and they want just the not mattresses on the floor, but on the single frame, so that people in the middle of the night aren't getting up to have to run out from a top bunk for a call. So they're gonna remove all these tables, turn a room downstairs into a mini training room, and turn this into the actual full-fledged bunk room. They're just not quite finished with it yet. They're actually putting in the blinking lights over there on the wall. It's actually a new station alerting system. The station alerting system is what happens when you get a call and the tones go off. And I keep talking about the tones dropping or something like that. That's a station alerting system. They're putting in a new one, and that's in progress over there. So that's not going to be actually done until, I think, probably May time frame. So it's a couple months from now, depending on when you're watching this, but that's what it is. So again, another room you guys haven't seen at the fire station. That's pretty cool, and a chance for me to talk about fatherhood. Yeah, it's been 2 weeks tomorrow. Well, it's after midnight, so technically 2 weeks today. The little guy is 14 days old. He's a 2-week-old baby, and I gotta tell you, it is a wonderful and scary experience all at the same time. It's great. It's awesome. I love having a child. I never thought I would actually love something so much as I do this child. It's different because it's like my child, and it's something I've been told about, can't experience until you actually experience it. You can't understand it until you experience it, I guess would be the way to say that. And it is a great experience. I love it. He doesn't sleep through all the nights the greatest. He actually sleeps relatively well. Once he gets to sleep, he'll sleep for a nice bulk period of time, but he doesn't go to sleep until 4 o'clock in the morning. And so it makes it really, really hard because, now that I'm back to work, he wants to be up until 4 o'clock in the morning, and he gets upset at night when he wants to eat, and mom's out of milk because he's getting ready to take a long 8-hour nap, which he does. It's great. It's just at the wrong time. So needless to say, I'm a little tired and a little out of it at all times. But you know what? That's part of the joys of fatherhood. One of the guys here, one of the drivers who's on my shift now, he said to me, hold on, I might have to go. Nope, just the ambulance tone. So I don't know if you heard that tone. That was just the ambulance tones. I'm on the engine. I should theoretically be finished with my engine driver calls for emergency driving today. Hang tight. Okay, they just dispatched it. It's just for the ambulance, not for me. So one of the guys here, one of the drivers, this guy has been in the fire service for years. He's got 4 children now. Yeah, I think he's got 4 that are fully grown. The youngest one's like 21 or something like that. And he said, he's like one of those hardcore guys too, like the guy that you're just like, that guy, like he's obviously a firefighter. He's a man's man type of deal. And he goes, when your wife has that baby, he's like, I'll tell you one thing. He's like, you can have the worst day of your life. Second you go home and see that little guy's face, he's like, it's all gonna go away. And he's absolutely right. It is amazing. That's all I can say. It's amazing. So other than that, I'm just gonna get some sleep. They're going to keep dispatching calls. Dispatching calls are just not for me to go on. I want one more for my emergency driving calls. Then I can know I have enough. But anyways, before I go, check it out. Outside. This is out a random back window in the station. I know it doesn't really make much sense. I keep showing you guys all these different videos from all these different places in the fire station. And if you haven't been here, it's kind of a maze. It's kind of one of those places that was built, a small little station many years ago. The world has formed around it. Businesses have formed. The station expanded a little bit, filling in some space around the roads. It's a very strange building setup, so it's probably very disorienting since you haven't seen it all at once. But there's the back deck. There's our grill. Another pad, basketball hoop. Hey, you're getting bits and pieces of this thing. One of these days, I'll give you a full video just walking through this place and you'll be able to see it all. One of these days, I'm hoping to actually live stream from here, and I don't mean live stream as in live stream video games like I've done before from here. What I want to do is live stream some like live drills and kind of set something up to do it from here so you can see a bunch of different things that happen at the fire station on a regular basis. I'd love to do that. I got to get some permission and I got to see the feasibility of it, but maybe if you guys tell me there's enough interest, I will try to get it set up. Anyways, guys, I gotta get some sleep so I can go home in the morning and go see the smiling face of my little guy.